Today we will start in network basics. This is the table of the content. Well, we will talk today what is OSI model, what is hub, switch and router access server, MAC address and IP address, the three golden parameter, day in life of packet, duplicates issues, PC configuration guidance, basic discovery content, connectivity tools, IP version 4 layers and port numbers. What is OSI model? OSI is Open System Interconnections. Main functions, and this is the OSI model, application layer, OSI model. Main function, network dependence function, application oriented function, 7 layers models. Each layer performs well defined set functions. Application layers. What is application layers? It's the application that you use to connect to the internet. Okay, this is data and application. User data convert for transmission. What is this? Application presentation, decision, transport, data, transport layer segment. This is the what is the data for each layer. What is it? Data PDU in the first 3 layer. Transport, you adding a header which called then the data became segment, and network header packet will datagram. Then data, when we add a header from data link, became frame. Physical layer became a bits. Okay, this is the OSI reference model. Application, session, presentation, transport, network, data link. From end system to end system. Physical network, we will until from the physical layer the transport became the end system. We'll use the physical, then taking the header from the physical data link, taking the header, removing the header, then in network removing the header, transport for removing the header in the end system here. Session, presentation, until they reach the user in the application, that reach the message. It come to me the message clearly, I can read it. Hub, switch, router, network. Okay, what is hub? This is the hub. Hub, as we see, it is connecting between the PCs, servers, printers. This is single local area network, LAN, as we see. Just where like CSMA CD share bandwidth, signal collision domain, single broadcast domain. B equal F M equal 0 100 0 0 5 E X X X X. What is switch? Map max to port, dependent bandwidth to port, collision domain, single port, everyone's SITP. Switch use data link layer. Here a hub using physical layer. Here as we see here, network is using the router. Here this is the switch. Maps, MAC ports, dependent bandwidth, two port collision, domain, single broadcast domain, router working like a bridge in one network between some switches. Here switch. Okay, between switches. Dependence bandwidth isolated broadcast domain reduced via routing. What is terminal server? Terminal server provide RS connectivity, Ethernet, terminal server. MAC address, data link, MAC address, vendor code, serial code to it could also display as following. As we see, the first 24 bits a vendor code, the second 24 bits is a serial number on RAM. Code also displayed as the following: 0000 or 0C12 40 34 65, or then this like this. The MAC address burned into ROM a network interface card. Thus promote IP config all IEE assigned vendor code partition. IP addresses at network layer. Here network 32-bit. The first two number it's for the network, the next for host. This is IP4 addressing. Class A, this is the class for mask 255.0.0.0. This is class A. Look here, as we see 0 blah blah blah. Class B, as we see the class full mask 255.0.0. Class C, 255.0. Multicast and single. What is class D? I want you to understand what is actually IP, which is mean Internet Protocol, which is which is let you connect to the internet. The subnet mask represents how large an IP subnetwork is. The first IP address within the subnet is called network ID IP address. The last IP address within the subnet is called broadcast IP address. We don't use the first and last IP address within the subnet by convention. Our for host, this is an little example. How to determine the network part of an address versus the host part. Do the IP addressing, the subnetting lab. IP rules all devices. Here this not important to us here. IP mask here, but just we need the basics, just that we need to know. Here I don't want to getting the physics or getting the solution or something. We need just to know the basics at all. Then we need to heading to the programming session. Okay, IP rules all devices and here too. 3 golden parameters: IP address mask, default gateway router, done by DHCP for laptop, dynamic host config protocol. A device told communicate to an IP address via user input. The device compare the local IP address with the destination IP address using the IP mask. The device then chooses the following options. A. If the two network partition of the IP address the same, deliver the packet without assistance from the default gateway. If the two network partition of the IP address are different, send the packet to the default gateway and let the router worry about the delivery. Day in the life of the packet. ARP address resolution protocol. This bunch of devices are connecting to this switch, and this switch is connected to this router. How this CAN port and MAC address, which is this is the IP, this is the MAC, are connecting to this switch router. Then this router connect to this router, this router connect to this bunch of, and this connect to this router directly, and this router switch, this router, and these devices are connecting to this router. Default gateway is always routers interface on the same subnet as the device. These are this is the day in the life of Beckett. All the subnet masks are 255. I don't see what is the important for this. Half full duplex cable issues. This is the full duplex, half duplex. Balance light receiver. Use a straight through cable. Switch blade. All how my PC is set up. Just ipconfig all. Just try this command here, ipconfig all Windows IP. This is for Windows. It will not work with my device because I am Linux user. Automatic private IP addressing ARP. Oh, this is command using Windows. Don't give a shit because we will not use this. This is the bin command. Testing connectivity. Before you do these things, you need to set up some commands, which is in DNS. Something you need to install it. Netcast, it called for Windows. I don't recommend it to use this because we will do our programs to detect the IP from some host such as Google and set up your local IP whatever you want using Java. Here the completion TCP IP example. Upper layers, port numbers. This is the port numbers of the upper layers. This is the TCP UDP layers. Transport, network, data link, physical. Protocol number in the network. Use ICMP Internet Control Message Protocol. In data link, MAC and addressing. When addressing physical, which has become bits. This for today is enough. Tomorrow we will start programming, I think. This is the basic concept of networks. As you see, it's a bunch of pictures here. We will just take which is a class A, which is IP addressing network layer, MAC addressing data link layer, and this is and what is terminal server routing. As you see, it's a bunch of pictures that I don't think anyone understands it here. Network connecting to with physical. This is OSI reference model. Okay. Tomorrow we will start programming. See you tomorrow.